Hello and welcome to Macedonia Park for this afternoon's Match Week 14 Liberty A-League action between Perth Glory and Newcastle Jets. Warm, breezy conditions and clear skies welcome both sides here in Balcatta in the northern suburbs of Perth as temperatures sit at 30 degrees ahead of kickoff. Now let's take a look at how the two sides line up. First, Perth Glory, they've made just the one change to their starting lineup from last weekend's win over ladder leaders Western United. Goalkeeper Sarah Langman has been ruled out under the concussion protocol and replaced by Morgan Aquino. This will be Aquino's second start of the season. Zara Board will take Aquino's spot on the bench, where she'll be joined by new recruit and Football Ferns international Hannah Blake. Meanwhile, the visitors, Newcastle, they'll start with an unchanged 11 for the first time under Gary Van Egmond, with Georgina Worth in goals, marquee Sarah Griffith and 18-year-old Lara Gooch named to lead their attack. Whilst on the bench, they will look to the impact and experience of the evergreen Tara Andrews and birthday girl Tegan Allen. Perth Glory coach Alex Aparkis, he'll be looking to lead his side for a late finals charge. They currently sit 10 points adrift of fourth place, but have 2 games in hand and know they need to make sure they continue to take maximum points from games against teams below them on the ladder. You see both sides go through the last of their paces as they set for kickoff this afternoon at Macedonia Park. A key game for both sides and the back half of their seasons. As we touched on in the opener, the Glory looking to make it 3 in a row. They've turned Macedonia Park into somewhat of a fortress in season 2022-23, and they'll be looking to continue that run as they make that late push for the finals. Sierra Hinson there will be a key to that. A goal-scoring threat up front for the Glory. Just await the whistle of referee Georgia Girardello. Checks with both sides that they're ready to proceed. And we're underway in match week 14 of Liberty A-League's action from Macedonia Park. The Jets take the first victory of battle there. They'll earn the throw in. They look to go long. Broken up by the Glory and another throw in quickly taken. Looking to relieve Ashley Brodigan and a call for handball, and referee Girardello brings it back as such. A little bit of confusion from the Jets, but it'll be Griffith to take the free kick. While for the visitors, Gary Van Egmond, he'll be hoping he's the spark for a resurgence that leads the Jets away from a dreaded wooden spoon and towards that mid-table finish at the back of the season. A win today could start that charge and see them leapfrog Perth on the ladder and pull level with Adelaide United in 8th. Griffith takes on the defenders, cuts back in, takes a long-range shot. It's off target and without power. No challenge for Morgan Aquino. She just sees it off and will take the goal kick. See again here, Griffith just turning her opponent well there before a misdirected strike on goal. Deflects to Johnson in midfield. Under pressure from Hinson. Griffith. Touch too heavy. And again, Van Egmond tries to hold his tongue this time. He's certainly keeping Josh Manella very busy, the 4th official. As that Newcastle certainly had the best of possession, the best of opportunities in the first 11 minutes here at Macedonia Park. Coach Van Egmond still not quite satisfied with some of the decisions going against his team. You see there the confirmation of the yellow card to Susan Fonsong Cam. Sierra Hinson on the break here, takes a long-range strike wide of the right post. Georgina Worth caught off the line and she'll breathe a sigh of relief. Glory striker nearly opening the scoring against the run of play there. Now the Jets straight away on the attack through Gooch. Newcastle Jets look almost a different side as we see the lofted through ball in the replay for Sierra Hinson. First touch strike, does well, but just to the right of the post. Newcastle Jets looking a very different side under Gary Van Egmond. As we saw on Wednesday night, taking down ladder leaders Western United. They'll be looking to add another scalp in his third game in charge. But it's the Glory at the moment on the attack. An ankle clip on the edge of the box. And referee Girardello points to the spot. Murphy Agnew knows that she's absolutely handed Perth a golden opportunity here. Took down Sakalis just inside the box. It's as textbook a penalty as you can see. Just caught the back foot. Sakalis who's earned the penalty. Sophia Sakalis looking for her first goal of the season. And she sends the keeper the wrong way, and Perth Glory take the lead with their first shot on target. And Sophia Sakalis registers her name on a score sheet for the first time this season from the penalty spot. Newcastle have dominated everything up to this point, but it's Perth Glory who take the lead. Sakalis from the penalty spot sends Worth the wrong way, and it's Perth Glory 1, Newcastle Jets 0. Calmly taken by Sakalis. She's got Clough sitting with her. Starting to run out of space, tries to cross it into the box. Easily dealt with by Anton at the near post. Sarah Griffith, a constant threat down this left flank for the Newcastle Jets, just looking for some support. And here, their coach Gary Van Egmond constantly delivering instructions to the likes of Cannon Clough down this left side around how he wants them to support Griffith. Murphy Agnew with the corner. Garnier, the towering height in the box. Garnier gets ahead to it. Can't quite be controlled. It's still danger. Griffith winds up. Blocked again by the Glory. Well done just in front of the goal line by Perth to see off that strike from Sarah Griffith. Now the Glory straight away on the counter. Fonsong Cam looking for an angled through ball. Comes under pressure, cops a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge from Cass Davis. Referee Girardello says she's happy for play on. Now the animation moves to the Perth side of the benches. Alex Aparkis, we see here, cleared away once. Griffith winds up for the strike. Well defended by the Glory in the end. Looking for Brodigan, turned over again. Perth fortunate with that misdirected pass. Now Rigby on the advance, lays it off for the birthday girl, Susan Fonsong Cam. 23 today. She'd love to score for the third game in succession. Almost turned provider there for Sierra Hinson, but Georgina Worth more than up to the task. It's Newcastle Jets side full of energy, something that they severely lacked in recent weeks before the appointment of Gary Van Egmond. The new coach appears to have revitalised them. All right, Cannon Clough's touch there, not what she was looking for. We see the opposition manager, Alex Aparkis, up on his feet, trying to rally his troops. He knows they can't rest on their laurels of this 1-0 lead. Glory now. Back to Rigby. She'll go all the way back to Anton. Here's a centre-half partner in Carroll. Anton down the line. Rigby a heavy touch. Griffith tries to break it up. In the end, it's Brodigan that takes it away. Johnson hits a through ball with no runners. Now Perth will bring it back out down the left flank through Folletta and Sakalis. Cannon Clough goes the lofted through ball, looking wide for Agnew. Agnew takes on Liz Anton. And Rigby beats both of them, takes a shot. Pushes it well wide though. Very misdirected. And we'll head for a goal kick. She would have been hoping to do a lot better with that opportunity. And we see she does well to beat two defenders. And appears to get caught in two minds between a cross and a shot. Griffith gets ahead in to break it up. Starting to see the fatigue as we head deep into this first half on a warm day at Balcatta. Both sides have played high-tempo football so far. We see Izzy Folletta just run over the top of Lauren Allen, sets Sakalis free. Sakalis threads it into the box. Hinson tries to take a strike, but it's the long-range strike from the edge of the box, and the Glory double their lead. Young Izzy Folletta with the second for the Glory. Here we see it, Hinson can't quite control it, pops it back to the edge of the 18-yard box. And Worth gets a hand to it, but can only parry it into the net. As Perth young gun Izzy Folletta scores the first goal of her Liberty A-League career in her 19th match. And Perth Glory take a 2-goal lead here in the shadows of half-time. They lead 2-0 over the Newcastle Jets. Lara Gooch looks up and sees a wall of Perth defenders, so she retreats back, as does Cass Davis. She works with Garnier. Garnier tries to put it out in front of Gooch. Crossed into the box, but Aquino again out to it. Considering she hasn't seen game time since match week 1, she's been in excellent form today, has Morgan Aquino. See Agnew down this flank, crosses it in, looking for Sarah Griffith, but Aquino snatches it from her boots. Seen down, Clough tap on, no one there for it though. Rigby to Anton. Clough pressing at Aquino. Cass Davis looking to pick up Ash Brodigan. But there's the half-time whistle from referee Georgia Girardello. And at the break, even though they've had the lesser opportunities, it is the Perth Glory 2, leading Newcastle Jets 0. Perth Glory 2, Newcastle Jets 0. Some substitutions at half-time for the Glory. Coming from the field, number 10, Susan Fonsong-Cam, replaced by 14, Hannah Blake. Football Ferns International returning to the Glory mid-season after having previously played for them. Her second appearance off the bench since she rejoined Perth. Having spent the last few years at Michigan State, and Newcastle Jets get us back underway. Matthew Agnew looks to create the first attacking chance, but broken up by the Glory. Agnew pushing it out in front. The pace of youngster Lara Gooch. Tries to cross it in, but earns her side a corner in the opening seconds of this second half. This confirmation of the second substitution for Perth Glory at half-time. Sarah Kane departing, replaced by number 9, Demi Koulazakis, as the Jets have an opportunity here. Spilled on the first attempt by Aquino, but she's dived on it on the ground there. Momentary hope for Jets fans. As we see Agnew strikes a lower hit this time around. A little tangle between Griffith and Aquino, but she got back to the ball. Fletter's made her way back onto the field in what's good news for Glory and their fans. So we see the replay here. The ball spilling, a little bit of hesitation between Brodigan and Agnew. As we see at the other end, the Glory go on the attack. The crossbar saving Newcastle. We're going to have a second penalty to the Perth Glory. And Newcastle go from bad to worse. As we see the replay here. A handball against Lauren Allen. The right hand out away from the body. And you'll see it here after the ball collects the crossbar. Beating a leaping Georgina Worth. Just sits up and collects the right arm of Lauren Allen. And Sophia Sakalis will look to make it 2 from 2 from the penalty spot. All the pressure on Georgina Worth as Perth look to extend their lead. Sakalis steps up, goes high and left, and it's saved by Worth. Georgina Worth picked to the right and parried it away with 2 hands cleanly. That's certainly got to give some confidence to the Newcastle Jets. Sakalis this time puts a bit more power on her penalty than her first, but well read by Georgina Worth. And seen away for a corner. Griffith, what can she create? Lays it out for Brodigan. Jets happy to lay it back to Worth. King tries to thread it through, but picks out a defender. Now the Glory. Chip through for Hinson. She couldn't quite get hold of it. The follow-up effort for Perth. Hinson strikes it from long range. Sierra Hinson, the US import for Perth Glory, extends their lead to 3. And for the second time today, the Glory score from the edge of the 18-yard box. This time, Sierra Hinson drives a tracer bullet past Georgina Worth for the Glory's 3rd. We see the attacker getting tangled. Hinson might have been a small deflection here. Indeed there was. It saw it balloon up and over Worth. Well, they look to the target. The height and presence of Tara Andrews in the box. Agnew comes in, lofts it high. Andrews bodied out. Griffith somehow pops up for Aquino. Ash Brodigan appealing that there was something awry there. The referee, Girardello, wants having none of it. You can see there the Jets with so many attacking opportunities. 5 set pieces at the corner, but yet to register a goal. We see it coming in here. Andrews bodied out. Griffith parries it. And it's set. They continue on. Green down this flank. Somehow manages to win the back ball from Clough. Clough bodies her out. Takes possession and sees it back to Worth. Great to see the continued attacking intent from the Glory. Garnier. So we just see on the replay, Cannon Clough just getting a shoulder in front. Newcastle look to go on the attack, but the ball races away from Sarah Griffith. Abby Green will take the throw. She's happy to chew up a few more seconds. Clough again. Little clip there from Sadie Lawrence. Not a lot in it, but she will need to be cautious. She is on a yellow card. Agnew lofts it into the box. Josie Allen gets a little nudge. Players collide, it continues on. Agnew again, Brodigan. She has the ball taken away. Rash challenge from Brodigan. And the referee wastes no time going to a pocket. Brodigan gets her 4th yellow of the season. And you can see straight away, she knows it was rash. Just loses the ball. And then lashes out straight away, gets to her feet, knows the challenge on Janchevski was excessive. Janchevski, her treatment will undoubtedly add some more time to be played here. Good to see her back to her feet. Now the glory. As time continues to tick away, 6 minutes elapsed in stoppage time. With additional stoppages here, you'd think there'd still be a little time to play. Agnew. Andrews breaks it up. The glory push it wide. Done well to be kept in. They can cross it into the box. Broken up though. And Puxy in the end pushes it away across the sideline. It'll be a glory throw in attack. What can they create here? Long range shot. And it's in the back of the net again for the glory. They get a late 4th. And things go from bad to worse for the Newcastle Jets. Sierra Hinson with her 2nd. This does well here again from long range, outside the box. Spots at the keeper's off a line. Chips it into the top left corner. And what an afternoon for the Perth Glory at Macedonia Park. That will put the icing on the cake for what will be a memorable victory for the Perth Glory. And referee Georgia Girardello blows full time here at Macedonia Park in Balcatta. And Perth Glory string together 3 wins for the first time in over 3 years. And they will continue their unlikely march towards disrupting the top 4 in the Liberty A-League. A strong result for the Glory at home again.